So, Gamescom Opening Night Live just happened, and there was a fair bit to comb through. Now, as far as these events go, it wasn't anything too mind-blowing. I'd personally rate it about a 6 or 7 out of 10. Now, the event was around 2 hours long, and for those who don't have all that time, I'll just be taking you through what I believe were the top 5 games that we saw at the show. Unfortunately, we didn't get any footage of Bill Clinton playing GTA 6.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, guys. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Really disappointed. They're disappointed. That's just so disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers, and it's really disappointing to see someone act that way. But we're going to move right on with the show.
But we did jump straight in with the first game, Starfield. I have been so very excited for Starfield, and I mean long before its public confirmation. I talked to my friends about this at school, saying things like, whoa, imagine we get a Skyrim game, but it was Star Wars and set in space. Now obviously Starfield isn't Star Wars, but this is probably as close as we're going to get for a very long time. During the show, we got to see a new live-action cinematic trailer, which I can bet we'll be seeing a lot as part of their build-up and promotion of the game. Todd Howard then came onto the stage and confirmed that the start of the game would follow our character going on a mining expedition in which they touch a strange alien artifact that kicks off the journey into the game of Starfield. He then also went on to state that there is a 300-person theater at the event which people can go to and watch the start of the game. Part of me hopes this footage will be released to the wider public, but then another part of me would just prefer to go in completely blind. Starfield will launch on Xbox, PC and cloud in 14 days, and early access begins in 9 days from the time of this recording. Crimson Desert came out of nowhere, and it definitely blew me away. This is an open world action RPG being developed by Pearl Abyss, and man does it look good. At first, I thought it looked a little bit like an Assassin's Creed Valhalla copycat, but boy was I wrong. It clearly boasts way more features, and I'm really hoping the devs behind this are giving it all the time and attention it needs, because this game is just overflowing with potential, and dare I say, I'm kind of on the hype train for it. I'll definitely be following this a lot more closely, and I hope you guys do too. It just seemed like it had everything. They clearly took inspiration from a lot of games, with the Final Fantasy-esque combat, Assassin's Creed freerunning, Zelda traversal, and the medieval war vibes that kind of reminded me of Mount & Blade. You can also fly. That's just awesome. We weren't given a release window, but that isn't an issue because I'd rather they announced that when they feel like the game was a bit more ready and fully polished. I'm personally gonna guess late 2024, maybe early 2025. This game looked great when we first saw it 3 years ago, and that opinion still hasn't changed this time around. It's still a very good looking game with good looking combat, although the more I see of it, the more it reminds me of a Souls game. Maybe it's the movement, or the camera, or the supersized bosses, but yeah, this looks very challenging and enjoyable. To be honest, the world and setting weirdly reminds me a lot of Kung Fu Panda, with all the characters based on mythical Chinese creatures, and this blood-drinking tiger made me imagine of what it would look like if Tai Lung and Tigress had a baby. The combat also looked a lot more magic-y in comparison to what we saw in the first trailer. They've definitely gone hard with the VFX. Still no release date, but they did confirm that the aim was 2024. Yeah, it seems we've reached that point in the year in which the Call of Duty marketing ship finally set sail. From what the gameplay showed, it looks like more Call of Duty, which isn't really a bad thing. As they've made clear, this will be a direct sequel to Modern Warfare 2, a game in which I'm currently playing through. What really caught my attention, and the attention of most, was the open world zombies. This definitely sounds interesting, and I look forward to hearing and seeing more about it. if they can make a fully immersive zombie survival mode in a COD game, I'd definitely be interested. Hopefully Microsoft can seal the deal on this Activision acquisition so that the game is available with Game Pass. My days of paying full price for a COD game on release are long behind me, but that's a topic for another video. The game is set to release November 10th this year, with multiplayer beta starting on October the 6th. This is mainly about the 5 games that I felt were highlights during the show, but there were a few others that I felt really deserved a special mention. Now, I've never played the Little Nightmares games, but I have watched many a live stream of them being played, and they are very good games. When the trailer started, I honestly thought it was some weird horror version of It Takes Two, and that had me excited. But then the title came on screen, and I was still just excited. Little Nightmares 3 is set for release in 2024. This is quite easily one of the biggest games of October, and although nothing new was revealed with this trailer, it really is just wonderful to see Ubisoft taking Assassin's Creed back to its roots, and the fact that the entire trailer showed off the Arabic voice acting was great. I played Ghost of Tsushima in Japanese with English subtitles on, and I am very tempted to do the same for Mirage. Release date October 5th. I've not played many of the Mortal Kombat games, which is funny because I own quite a good few of them, including Mortal Kombat 11. I don't know too much about this series, but I know of its characters, and seeing the young Raiden in action made me think this might just be a good game to step into the franchise. The story looked very compelling, and some of these finishes definitely had me wincing. Release date September 19th. When Cyberpunk was on its way to release, I can't even describe how hyped I was, and I loved it when it finally came out. Now, did it fulfill all my hype and expectations? No. To be honest, I was really expecting this game to reach the same levels of immersion as GTA. It did come close at points, but not close enough. I completed the whole game and side quests in about 2.5 weeks, which is definitely the fastest I've ever played through an open world game. And in doing so, I actually kind of burnt myself out with it. Phantom Liberty is coming out soon, and it does look great. They fixed a lot of the problems some people had with the base game and overhauled what was already there. And the best thing is that all these improvements will be coming in Update 2.0. None of the improvements are getting paywalled behind the DLC. This is really good news for those who decide to get into the franchise now, which I would very much recommend doing if you haven't already. Not too much has been given away about the story, aside from the broader details that we already know. Phantom Liberty will release in just a few days from recording this, on September 26th, and the Update 2.0 will release alongside it. Now, there were many games shown at this year's Opening Night Live, and I know I haven't spoken about all of them, but there are some that I may make further videos on, like The Crew 2, which I haven't mentioned in this video, but it looked very interesting. Let me know what you guys think and what excited you the most down in the comments. Please be sure to also leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this sort of content. I have been a bit caught up with the small game dev project that I'm working on, but I will try and upload more often. Thank you all again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.